What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am in the house today. It's raining like crazy outside right now. I've been wanting to go ahead and get some stuff in my middle raised bed of my kitchen garden, and I haven't decided exactly what I want. So I'm going through my seeds today to see. I am also planning on, hopefully today, if the rain lets up, I'm planning on pulling my peas and my calendula because it's just looking really bad and I want to get something else in that space. But I need something to plant in the middle bed of my kitchen garden. And I was thinking about a few things. I was thinking about doing beans just because I heard that beans are really good nitrogen fixers. I have a lot of mulch in the bottom of it, and so I think that that would be good for it. But then I also remembered I have more potatoes to plant. I have more seed potatoes. So I was thinking about doing that. And then also I have some sweet potatoes that started sprouting, and now I have sweet potato slips. So I'm not sure really what I want to do, but I do need to put something on the trellis after the peas come out. So I'm looking right now to see what I want to do for that space, and then we'll figure out the middle bed later, I guess. So I've got my little seed boxes here. I've got 2 of them. They're smack full. I have so many seeds. Everything organized and nicely put away. Actually, now that I think about it, I do have some seed packs over on my desk that I need to put away, so I'm gonna go grab those really quick. Okay, so I'll just put those away as we go. I got these the other day and I really want to grow them next year because I love the dandelions in our yard, and I think having some pink ones would be so much fun. And I know they reseed really well. This could be fun. Maybe try this just to try again, see what happens. I don't know, maybe one of them or something like that would be good. Okay, so I pulled out for the trellis. I pulled out Kiku chrysanthemum melon, which I might do one of these. Kajari melon. I already have Kajari melon, so I probably won't use these, but I just kind of want to look at the space and see what we're working with after I pull everything out. Also pulled Marble of Venice beans, which are really pretty. And then I also pulled out moonflower, which is morning glory, and I'm a little bit nervous about that only because we have really bad bindweed here in Georgia, and in my last garden, like, it was so bad. My sister's still dealing with it. It literally will never go away. You have to pull out like 500 million seedlings that come up every year. And actually, when we moved here, I brought a few like grow bags with me from the house, and it ended up being in those grow bags as well. And so it's popping up around here. Not as much, but I still see it every year. So it makes me kind of nervous, but if you guys have any advice for that, because I bought this before, this is old, packed for 2021. So this is very old. I don't even know if I would be able to get good germination from it. There's only 10 seeds in here, but it would be really pretty. So I'm not really sure. These seeds are really pretty. I might throw some in, just see what happens, and if I get information that I should not have planted it, then I'll rip it out. I don't know how like vigorous it is, but if it's like any other morning glories or like bindweed, which I know bindweed is a little bit different than just straight up morning glories, then I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, that's the plan. And then, like I said, I'll just go out there and see how many seed potatoes I have left when the rain stops, and we'll kind of go from there, making a decision on what I'm gonna grow in the middle bed. So pretty exciting. I think having potatoes in succession will be really nice. We really enjoy potatoes, so I don't think it'll be a bad thing. Okay, you guys, so it's been a few days. It ended up raining like non-stop for 2 full days. So I have not been out to the garden except to check a few things. I picked a bouquet for a friend, and that's pretty much it. So it's a little bit wild and crazy, which is good. And also it's literally June, so it's kind of freaking me out how crazy things are already getting. That's the walkway. So basically I just needed to do some like cleaning up a little bit just to like be able to literally get through the walkway because it's getting so ridiculous. I love it. I'm a little bit nervous, like I said, but I think it'll be fine. I also wanted to show you guys something super exciting. Ooh, little spider. We have our first dahlia of the season, you guys. Isn't that beautiful? This one's called Sun Lady. I couldn't be more excited about flowers and dahlias if I tried. So exciting. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I planted too much on the trellises. I feel so silly, like I guess I've never had this much success before, so it feels a little bit crazy, but like it's also so beautiful, so I'm kind of like, you know what, if I miss things, then so be it. Most of this is like winter squash anyway, so if it ends up being on the vine and like staying on the vine, then it's literally not a problem. So yeah, I've also got some sunflowers blooming. You guys can see those peeking through. The beans are insane, and my chickens are out, so that's why I have this soccer goal over the basil again. But today this is what we're doing. We are going to be ripping the peas out, ripping the calendula out, and replanting a few things. We are also seeing how many potatoes we have to fill this space, and then if there's any space left, we'll figure out if we want to plant anything else here. So I have these. They're Silverton russet potatoes that I planted in grow bags before, but we just have extras, so we might as well plant them. These are potatoes. Yeah. I'm definitely going to try to plant most of these over here where these volunteer potatoes popped up from, and then we'll see how far we get. So this is pretty much going to be a bed of potatoes again, which is totally fine. I'm just going to stick them in and we'll wait for them to grow. The other ones, I just picked a potato berry off of this one, which I've never had before. They are starting to get a little bit yellow. When they start to die back is when you harvest them, so I'm just waiting on that. Other than that, they're putting all their energy into the tubers right now. I just noticed this. The chamomile's blooming. I'm so excited. So I'm just gonna plant this real quick and go ahead and water it in. I'm so happy that that's done. Like, it's kind of been like intimidating me to come out here and figure out what to do with this space, but like honestly, even though it's just potatoes, like we love eating potatoes, and so this is going to fill our bellies and it's going to be beautiful. I think potatoes are really beautiful when they're growing, and especially just like one bed of all the same thing is going to be really nice, since the rest of my garden is just a big old hodgepodge of things, like multiple things in every bed. So but I really love that too. I love a little bit of chaos. So now the next thing that we're gonna do is we are gonna go ahead and pull all the peas and the calendula out, which some of the peas are looking okay. I think from all the rain and overcast, they've kind of been like happy. Honestly, I don't know. I don't really know what I wanna do. I kind of love the peas. They look really pretty too. Especially the purple ones. I might leave the purple ones. The purple ones are the ones that are really starting to take back off, and the rest of them aren't. they're looking really sad and pretty much done. So I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna try to figure out which one is the purple one and then rip all the rest out. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna try to do. Purple ones are on this side. You guys can see they're actually doing really well, so. You know what? These look really bad. They look fine up there. They look really bad down here. So. All right, I'm gonna go get a bucket to harvest the rest of these peas, and then I'm gonna pull them out. I'm just gonna call it. So I've got the watermelon on the edge of the garden here, and I just thought that it would be kind of like a good idea to put some cardboard down. I don't know if I'll like necessarily go all the way out this way, but just that way I wouldn't have to keep up with the weeds that are growing like right alongside the garden. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it'll go good. The watermelon's looking amazing. No flowers or anything yet, but that's okay. So today kind of turned into like a garden chore slash project day because my brother-in-law has so kindly said that he would take some drone footage of my garden, which if I have it, I'll pop it in for you guys. So here you guys can see I had to do some cardboard and mulch in the back area here because the Bermuda grass is insane, which it's really not like that big of a deal, but like with weed eating around these things, I don't want it to get too crazy. So basically I brought my strawberry towers and then all my citrus over here because they were over by our garage and they were not getting enough sunlight. Hopefully they'll start greening up and really starting to look good over here in this area. So yeah, we're just kind of doing all the things we need to do to kind of like get the garden looking really good. I've got some pruning of tomatoes to do that I have not done that I have to get done today. So that's next on the list after we take these peas out. Well, it's definitely less magical back here now. It's a little more open than I like, but hopefully whatever I plant will grow up and cover the back again. But in the meantime, all the plants in the front are going to be really happy because our sun kind of like cuts back this way and they don't get a lot of sun. So I accidentally just snapped that dahlia. Oh, and then I also went ahead and ripped out the calendula, which you guys can see I saved a few flowers that looked really good, but for the most part it wasn't looking good at all. That's where we're at. I am going to go back here. I'm gonna plant the moonflower, and then if you guys tell me it's a bad idea, I'm gonna pull it all up if it comes up and decide something else. But I also have a tomato and a bean back here that I transplanted, so that'll go on the trellis as well. Right here I've got a painted lady. You can see it's not like super happy because it wasn't getting a lot of sun, so I'm just leaning it on the trellis there. And then this is a bean that volunteered. I think it's probably a yard-long bean. I'm just gonna let it go, and I'm gonna go give all this to my ducks to forage in. First I'm gonna plant the moonflower. I also popped in a couple of these just to see what happens. Now we prune tomatoes. I accidentally harvested this little patty plant squash while I was in there, but I'm really excited. This is the, I'll pop it up on the screen, Englisher Gelber custard, something like that squash. It's really cute. I have so many tiny peppers popping up. I don't even know if you guys can see. These are, all the purple ones are peppers. And then there's one right there popping up. There's one right here popping up. Like so many little tiny pepper seedlings popping up. Well, you guys, I didn't take my own advice about not pruning in the really hot sun in a tunnel. Hopefully our next vlog will be a harvest vlog. I've been harvesting a few things here and there, but some things are really getting ready right now, so it's getting really exciting. I feel like I always end my vlogs here, so we're gonna go over here by this beautiful sunflower. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great rest of your day.